tender embrace. Mothers of the universe, Mother Nature's eyes. Ooh, come save your child. Come save your child. I say come sisters, come and take back your child. This grace. Calling all the women, calling every single mother, Oba, woman, let us unite. Come, mamas, come and save your child. Baby earth is reeling and willing and needs your tender embrace. Mothers of the universe, Mother Nature's eyes. Ooh, come save your child. Come save your child. I say come sisters, come and take back your child. This crazy world is breaking and burning and needs your strength right away. Mothers of the universe, Mother Nature's guides. Ooh, take back your child. Take back your child. Oh, this is our time. Oh, this is our time. Oh, woman, oh, this is our time. Oh, woman, oh, this is our time. There is no place to run, so you must take away their guns and teach them right from wrong, and that love can conquer all. You rock the cradle, you carry the world. This is our time.
This is our time.
Please
Hello,
spare us.
everybody.
Don't sing.
All right, I'm going to spare us. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Women with Words. It's Thursday. We're here. We want to say this week has been rather eventful. Lots of things happening in the world. First and foremost, let me just say it's good for you all to be here. It's good that we're back on the show, on the set. Of course, my name is Glendy Jane Junius, and I'm here with my co-host.
Hi, I'm Agatha Joseph. Welcome.
Welcome, everybody. Of course, Black Michael Patmore is not on the show today, and Auntie Beauty is still on voyage.
Oh, Liberian English. Here we go.
Oh, voyage.
All
So, but
right.
anyway, welcome to everybody this evening. The month of March. I won't jump us all the way to May. It's gonna be a phenomenal month. I'm gonna let Agatha tell us a little bit about the month of March, and then we're gonna start the show this evening.
You see how she puts me on the spot?
She knows the month of March is the fashion people month.
Oh yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Oh,
We
she
have
got it.
we have some talented Liberian fashion designers in different spectrum of fashion, from menswear to women's wear to handbags and bow ties and traditional wears, and you name it. Liberian people can dress, right? So this month on this show we will be featuring Liberian designers. And
Yeah,
today is especially special. We have a brilliant young man, and I cannot wait. Glendy, I always say, for me, a well dressed man in a suit and a tie or a bow tie, I think it will be the equivalent of a man looking at a woman in lingerie.
there you
That
go.
that's how excited I get when I see a well dressed, well put together man. So I'm excited for this month.
Yes, yes, yes. And before we're gonna do a little differently today. We're gonna bring our guests on. I want us to bring our guests on because I think what we want to talk about and share first, like usually we'll keep them backstage and then we'll start the show. But I also want him to participate in what we're gonna do at the beginning of the show. So we're gonna welcome our guests to the to the studio. Welcome, Michael.
Welcome, Glendy. Thank you, AJ.
Hey, Michael.
Hi, how you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Wonderful.
So this
Awesome.
is Michael Smith. He's a Liberian who lives in Canada, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So we want to do it differently, folks. We want you to please don't go away. Women, you got your husbands, you got fathers, they coming. You want to hear what Michael has in store. You can see the man is already, how they call it, dabbing.
and
You can
and they
see
heard
it's,
what I said, right? You
yeah,
see this well dressed man?
well dressed,
There
well
you go.
dressed. So it's a pleasure for us to have, like Agatha said, we're going to have all month of March. We're going to be highlighting our Liberian designers. Michael is starting the show this week. We're going to have someone else. We're going to have a beautiful woman here next week. So all month of March is March to Health. Of course, March is our health month, where and it's also Women's History Month. So to start the show off, we want to highlight 3 women who have dukes everything in Liberia. They have dukes everything in Liberia. But before we do that, I want us to pay homage to a Liberian man who passed during the week, Mr. Sam Head Jr. We were friends, big brother. We chatted often. He was an author. He was a singer, musician, minister, you name it. He was all around. Very, very fine big brother. Mr. Sam here Jr. We lost him during the week. So to his family, we want to say our heartfelt sympathy to the bereaved family. We will miss Sam. All of us connected. Sometimes when I post some stuff, he sees it, he will come in the inbox. Yes, must say somebody now pick up your trouble to do. So to the family, I want to say we know it was untimely. No one is no one is acceptance of the way death comes. Sometimes you don't know when it's gonna come. Sometimes you're never ready for it, but I know it is a hard thing. What is most important for me or for us this evening is even though Sam Hare has gone, his daughter, Samuel Hare, Dukes, the Liberian Law School.
Okay.
So Mrs. Samuel Hare King, she was the Dukes for the Louis Arthur Graham School of Law of the Republic of Liberia. This is Women's Month. We want to congratulate Samuel. I also want to say a few months ago, she was married. Her dad was there walking her down the
Wow.
yes. And just when she's about to graduate, this happened. So I know it's a difficult time for her because there would have probably been nothing else she would have loved more than to have her dad with her. So Samuel,
Absolutely.
our hearts go out to you. Also want to say that his wife, is now an author. I don't have anything, but Debbie is an author now. We'll be launching her book on Saturday, and I know it's going to be a very difficult time for the family. So to the Hare family, Debbie and her children, we express our deepest condolences. We want to highlight this beautiful doctor, Hawa Lamin Zhang. Hawa it has become the Dukes of the A.M. Dakliati School of Medicine, Republic of Liberia. The girl, more than, I don't know, 10 courses, she highest average in about 7. Her brain, I even
Nice.
get my own. So we want to celebrate women. We want to celebrate women. We want to see more of this. We want people to become more idols so that young girls growing up, they want to strive to be like them. And lastly, we want to also recognize, I don't think we did it before, recognize Charlene Brumskin. She is also the Dukes of the Liberian Supreme Court Bar exam. So we have so smart people here. We'll probably look for an opportunity where we'll reach out to them, where we can talk to all 3 of them. Sometime soon we'll reach out and see. And let's hear the book people speak English. Yes. So that's it. We're celebrating women. We wanted to celebrate them. So we're going to start this show right now. Folks, if you're just joining us, this is Women with Words on GBC Women with Words. We're here this evening with Mr. Michael Smith. The man added French to his name.
We come into that one so he can explain it. Vous.
Yeah. So Michael, welcome to Women with Words. We want to start off by you telling us a little bit about who you are.
Glennie, thank you so much. AJ, thank you. I'm very, very pleased to be on the show today. I'm very honored. When I received your invitation, I was very excited. At least we have a platform such as yours in the community that is bringing light, showing support to small businesses and Liberians around the globe that are doing great things. I really appreciate you guys. And thank you.
You're welcome.
For those that don't know me, my name is Michael. And me too, I'm a Liberian.
I love that. Me
I
too.
was born in Monrovia, Liberia, Oro, Joba.
Okay.
Wow. You're real Liberian.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, even though I left the country a very, very long time, but I remember everywhere still. From Chubor to Lokentown to Red Lead to Brodsky, everywhere I remember. I was fortunate to travel with my family from Monrovia during the Civil War. We were integrated to Ghana, and then from there we went to to Europe, to Amsterdam, where I integrated, learned the language, went to school, and I decided to move from Amsterdam to Canada because I needed to change my location a little bit. And I needed to be among my own people because we, in Amsterdam, we have Liberians there, but not like many as opposed to North America. And besides that, there are things that you can do in North America, to expand your life and to develop yourself personally that will slow you down in Europe for our Liberians that are in Europe. Like basically, it's all dependent on you because people say that you can make use of anywhere you are.
Yeah.
But in my personal opinion, I would just say stay in places like America and Canada and where it's English speaking as opposed to Europe where you have languages that you have to deal with. It's just a little bit slow you down, right? So that's why I left from Amsterdam and I came to Canada, North America, where I actually started a new life. And since I came to Canada, things have been going very fine with me. I have a beautiful family, beautiful kids, and we are doing very well. The business, as we started the business and everything just going fine. I went to school as well, like every other smart Liberians. I did international business, then I did business administration before going into the technology area and I got a degree in IT. So I am everywhere, basically.
That's amazing. That is amazing. I like when you say it's important because I think you made a salient point when you say that you wanted to be amongst Liberians. Some people would say, no, I want to be with Liberian people, but you wanted to be with them because you probably have something to share, but also you wanted to be somewhere where the language, learning an additional language would not have been an hindrance to you. So we appreciate that even us that are here, we find ourselves in so many Liberian organizations.
Mm.
So you and your beautiful family and all that you've done, even in Ghana, coming to the different places, we are proud of you, and where you've come and from whence you've come, and the fact that you know Chupor.
And he didn't say red light.
No,
He said really.
really,
Really, man, really. And how they call it
yeah,
place, police academy, man, like
yes.
your village,
So
man. You know the place.
So when we're talking to you and I'm listening to you and you have business degree and IT, where does the designer come in?
That's a good question, actually. Sometimes let me make reference to Steve Harvey, right? He
Mhm.
says like your gift will take you places.
Mm-hmm.
You and I can go to all the school we want to go to. We can learn all the book we want to learn. You can get a law degree. We can get all the A's and whatever. The place your calling is, if you are not in that place, you will be miserable.
That's true.
You won't be happy. You woke up in the morning to go to work, you'll be angry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm not saying this to mean that fashion would be my calling, because to be honest with you, my calling could be in something else that I haven't even started.
True.
You know, but I got my fashion sense from Europe. I lived there for a couple of years, and the way the European dress is very different from Africa or North America. Having the opportunity to live in Amsterdam and being able to travel in other parts of Europe, I was fortunate to get my fashion sense from how the Italian men dress, right? They were always neat. When I was doing international business management at the university, there were a lot of students, different from different countries, obviously, because international program, and the way they dress to even go to school, I found it very astonishing as compared to, well, how I see other nationalities or other countries people dressing to go. So I actually drew to that trend. I actually grasped that trend and I started dressing like that myself. And besides that, I always like to look neat and good among my friends, because I believe that the way you look says a lot about you,
Absolutely.
right? You dress up to go to a program or to go to a store to do something. You enter the people's store. As a matter of fact, let me just make reference to this. I went to Belgium and I entered the store to buy something. My little brother and I. The girl with the little Dutch girl would move from road to road to follow us, acting that she packing all those stuff.
Wow.
But then when you leave from Africa, I will tell you guys this, Glenn and AJ, when you leave from Africa newly and you just travel to America or other country, you start dressing like Americans. The big trousers, like we used to call it like baggies, the big belt, the big sneakers, and the hat, you turn the hat around. And those kind of, I'm not saying it's wrong. That's what people choose to do. But those kind of ways of dressing, they send a message to people. Then people interpret it differently. So we were dressed like that in the store, and she told us we want to like do something else, you know.
Still, yeah.
And all of these kind of things, it just send a signal to me that the way you look, it says a lot about people. So basically, I changed my dress code. I changed my dress. I started dressing like how the European dress. We wear your jeans, your blue jeans trouser, your dress shirt, and your shoe. Your shoe is matching your belt. If it's black shoe, you're gonna wear black belt. If it's brown shoe, you're gonna wear brown belt. You're not gonna wear a brown belt on a black shoe. You know, and then the attitude towards me changed. Now, when I walk into a store, even if I don't get money to buy something, they won't know I get money to buy anything. Of course, because I'm well dressed, I'm like them, I'm looking like them,
Yes.
So now they're not saying, okay, he doesn't look like the other people. That's how I got my fashion sense from. So then when I integrated into Canada, dressing like the way I like to dress, I felt that there were certain things that were not on the market, you know, that I needed to do. So basically, I don't like to wear my dress shirt and have my collar laying out on my shoulder. I see some men well dressed, good shoes, good jeans, trousers, good shirt, everything, but the shirt is lying down like this on their shoulder.
Flat.
It's lying down flat, and it even cover your blazer lapel. So I'm the kind of person, I don't like that. I left for my collar to stand. It makes you look neat. Yeah.
Yes, boy.
It really
Yes,
makes it
man.
really pretty. And to be honest, some of our Liberian brothers still dread it out today. That's the reason why we're in the business for, to try to keep things a little bit.
I like the way he just switches.
Yeah, that's what she
I-
like.
Michael, I wish we had a picture of you in your school uniform in
No, you don't want to
Liberia.
see that. No, 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 no,
That's
no.
what I want to see.
We were wearing bare bottom. You know they got bare bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One, look at myself back in the day, AJ. So now I can be very, very angry. I'm telling you, right? But anyways, coming back to this. So I don't like to see my shirt collar laying on my shoulder, right?
Mhm.
And because of that, I started to think, what can I do to really, stop my collar from falling on my shoulder? So the first thing I started doing, I took the needle and the thread,
Mhm.
and I used to sew my collar together
Mm.
so that it sticks together, right?
Mhm.
It worked, but it worked a little bit because when I wear the shirt and then I wash the shirt, the thread get weak. And so
Gotta
now
throw it again.
you gotta sew it again. No, that's too much of work. And that's too much of work. So what I did, I said no, but then I gotta really design something that would just hold it once and for all. Right? And that was how I was able to design our first product. So this product, this product was designed by myself. This product is
Let me see if I have a picture here.
Yeah,
if you
share
can
that.
show that picture, if you can show the
Okay.
there you go.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how we designed the first product. The first product we designed, this is a single button, but it was a double button with the customer initials on it, right? Because
Nice.
I wanted to be I wanted to be I wanted to be like personal. And I
Mhm.
wanted to be like a custom product that is made for the customer, right? And we just started. That's how I got into fashion based from your question that was asked. That's how I got into fashion. That's how I started making the color paint, and people liked it. People just started buying it. People started asking for more. And our old people say, if you want to do it, you just take the first step.
Yes.
And that
Yeah. Yeah. So let me just say, if you're just joining us this evening, we're here, Women with Words. Agata and I were talking to the faction man, the man who wants his collar to stand and not fall on his shoulders. The bow tie maker and lapel pin, Mr. Michael Smith. He is the owner of Demarques Vous custom lapel pins and bow tie. I'll tell you a little story. I first saw the ad for the bow tie with Sano Kane.
Yes.
Sano had patronized it, and I saw it, and I reached out to Demarques. I say, do you want to send me pictures so I can share? This was like about a year and a half ago.
right.
And he sent me his pictures of the work he was doing. And I asked him, I said, you know me, I always finding work for people. I say, have you ever thought about doing it for women? I ain't wearing no bras. But I see, and he said, oh, sure. And then the next time I look, he had done the women, yes, for the women. He had done it for the women, and then he actually came back and sent it to me, and then we shared it. I'm saying this to say that Liberians or designers or celebrities have to be open to ordinary people.
Yes.
And I think I want to compliment him because when I reached out, he didn't know me from anywhere. He could have said, whatever, when you come in my inbox for to come ask me, to come ask me to
Water.
Yes. He didn't say no. I'm already established. I have my clientele. When I told him what I wanted, he was very receptive and he was responsive. And I think one of the difficulties I have sometimes is there are some celebrities who are not open to ordinary people. And so they have to get to the place where they're open to ordinary people, because sometimes we may not have the money to purchase the product, or we know people who know people who know people. And so we want to be, and this is one of the things this platform is for, is to be able to talk to bring to light the people who have, become successful in different things that they've done. So tell us, why not clothes? Why bow ties? Why pin?
Oh, honestly speaking, I'm actually doing weddings now and doing suits as well.
Oh, that's beautiful. That
Yes.
is beautiful.
Yes. So what happened is, like I was saying, you take the first step and every other thing follows, right? So I started the color paint, and then my customers, just started asking for more, right? And then I designed the bow tie because they kept asking me for bow tie. I designed the bow tie, but you see, I'm the kind of person, I like to bring things to the market that are unique, you know, and things that are not on the market. We got too many bow ties on the market, but then I have to bring something that is different.
Different.
Right.
It's, very different. And when I designed the product first up, I have few people that were laughing. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh, they were laughing. I've never seen this before. It's not going to sell. I said, well, I'm just going to try it. I designed the product. People started buying the bow tie from me to use it for their wedding.
Mm.
When those guys wear this bow tie, when they wear this bow tie, as you can see, the bow tie is just triple layer bow tie. It's 3, right?
Yeah.
So when they wear the bow tie, it just looks very different and very unique.
Very neat.
It's very unique, right? People love the bow tie. People started reaching out to me, buying the bow tie, buying it in bulk, and buying it in bulk. And then, like you said, people started reaching out to me in my inbox. But if you're doing bow ties and accessories, why can't you do clothes?
Exactly.
And like a year or 2 ago, I started doing tuxedo suits for weddings as well. And I'm grateful that I actually went into that area because it just complements everything.
Right.
So now I have my own line of shoes. I have the tuxedo. I'm doing tuxedo bow tie for wedding. So right now I'm doing weddings upon weddings.
That's good.
And they are buying like everything from me. So yes, I'm doing clothes now.
That's
Congratulations.
Congrats.
And I'm very happy because that market just opened more doors, right?
Of course.
Yeah. And you believe in yourself, though.
Absolutely.
You took the first big leap of faith, one step, and now you've taken a few more steps after that. Agatha?
Sure. So I want to get into the name first. Demarques Vous. What does that mean, and where did you come up with that name?
Demarques Vous, right? I'm a very complicated kind of person, but I'm friendly, I'm open-minded, and I'm receptive to criticism and mistakes. However, I needed to get a name that would represent the product. So now you see I have a color paint that I'm the only person selling, right? I have a bow tie that I'm the only person selling. And then the turn is anything I'm selling or everything I'm selling, I design it myself. So then I need to have a name that will represent the product, right? And that was the reason why I went on my how do you call it, my journey for brainstorming. And I came across Demarques Vous. Now, Demarques Vous itself is a French word, right? That means stand out in English. And when I came across that word, I was like, okay, what does my product do? My product makes you look different, right? It makes you to stand out, right? And even if you're not wearing a necktie, you're just wearing a casual shirt with a jean strap and wear my collar paint. Wear the collar paint, just make you to look like you're too dressed.
Right.
Makes you look too neat. So then obviously you're standing out from the crowd, right? So this name suits my business. But then why French? Right? Then why would you choose a French name? So when I started the business, because the business has two folds, right? I do business to business and I do business to consumers. So Canada is both French and English.
Right.
We have Montreal here, right? Montreal is a fashion province or city for Canada. And that is the city I'm looking to integrate in.
Okay.
So I was like, if I use a French word, because this is just strategic, right? If I use a French word and I go into Montreal, they will be receptive to the product because they will feel that it is one of their own. Right. And, so that was the reason why I chose Demarques Vous and decided to make it French.
Very good.
Beautiful. And then I think when they hear the name first, of course, French people, they can always equate them to well-dressed people.
Right. And when they hear the name, they know how to pronounce the name, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, you I'm sure you heard the difference in our pronunciation. She went straight to French. I went straight to Colloqua. I said Demarques Vous.
So the idea is everyone gets the message. The pronunciation varies. The way you pronounce it as long as you get the message, what it's about and what it's for, we are all fine.
So
Right.
tell us, how can people find your products? How can they get in contact with you to be able to? Somebody is commenting. I can't see the name. They're commenting on. They want to use you for their wedding. How would they be able to get in contact with you?
So I don't know if you can put up the website there, like the link or
I
so.
don't know if I can do sharing. I won't call us awful.
How about we do this? Put it in the chat with us,
I can put
Michael,
if
and
I
we'll
put,
be sure to share it.
yeah, if I put in the chat,
Just put it in
www.
our private chat in studio, and we'll be sure to share
Okay,
it.
so
That way, we have
www.
the right one. So while Michael is doing that, for those of you who are watching, we have the Michael Smith with us of Demarques Vous. He is a fashion designer. I have quickly learned that he does not only do accessories, but he does suits as well. So, this month is our fashion month for Liberian fashion designers. So Glenny will put up his website for those of you who are asking. I'll just read it.
Yeah, I
It's
put it
really
in it.
simple.
I
Yeah,
put
I'll
it
put
in
it
it.
in. Yeah.
Okay.
It's www.demarquesvouscp.com. And we'll put it up on the site and on our Facebook page. So let's go back to getting to know I like calling you the Michael Smith. I don't know why, but it kind of fits your profile. And I
Yes.
see you're also on Instagram, and it's at Demarques Vous. So the name is pretty consistent for you all out there. And you can go to the website or contact him through Instagram. So tell us. So do you do this now full time? Is this all you do? Because you're a man of many trades. You got lots of degrees. Are you doing this fashion um solely now, or are you still working mainstream profession work?
So that's a good question. So you see, if you have a dream and you want to take your dream to the next level, you will have to make some sacrifices,
Absolutely.
right? So what happened was I quit my job as a banker
Okay.
to run this business full time in 2019, right? But that was just before COVID hit,
Hmm.
you know. So everything was going fine because I was in stores, putting the products in stores and trying to, share the products and expand into other countries.
Hmm.
Then COVID hit and every one of us went down.
Yes.
And that was when I had to redefine myself, get like an ordinary job again, hoping that the market open up for us to like start this business full time again. But currently, as of right now, I
Hmm.
am focusing on this, like on it entirely, and looking forward to, like, I'm grateful that America is open, because in America, everything is going smoothly, and I'm doing a lot of weddings in America currently. I have like 4 weddings in July alone, you know. So in Canada as well. So and when things open up, I'm hoping that because of my prices and because of what I do and the professionalism that comes with it, that more people will reach out, and then in that area, I would just go full time with it completely.
Absolutely.
That's good.
That's really
But,
good to hear.
yeah, but COVID is just killing us, especially in Canada. We are still on that. The Canadian people,
Yep.
they are too hard hit.
They're cautious.
Extremely cautious.
I like the way you make it sound good. Am I not cautious too?
Well, some of us are. Let's just go with that. They're cautious, but
Yeah, yeah.
COVID impacted every business.
Right. That's
So
true.
for you to be here and to say on this show that there's still hope out there, you still have some clients and things are picking up. I'm glad to hear that things are getting better, and I anticipate that it's going to get even much more
Much better.
much better. So but to balance this all, at least you have something to fall back on. But let me
Absolutely.
ask you this question for that little boy in Liberia that will watch this program tomorrow morning, that his friends, he's interested in fashion, he's
Mhm.
interested in sewing, but his friends are teasing him, say, my man, you want be Taylor? That Taylor you want be? What do you say to that little boy that has a dream that one day will have his own Demarques Vous brand?
This is what I was telling him. All he has to do is to get that first machine, start sewing his own clothes, and the friend that is laughing at him will bring his clothes for him to sew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because when I started this business, when I first started and I drew it with pen and paper, somebody looked at me and said, who's going to buy that thing? It's on paper, like it doesn't even look good.
Wow.
Someone else told me, like, oh, when the business reaches a certain level, I will join you.
Wow.
So today, when those same people reach out to me to buy from me, and also reach out to me to buy gifts for other people, right? So I didn't do this on my own. Most of the time, I tell people that I say everything that I've been through from the Genesis to today. When God gave you a vision to do something, He doesn't leave you hanging.
Nope.
Yes.
And when that happens, by the time you get there, even your enemies or people that used to be saying, "Oh, they're gonna think about you," they won't be friend with you. No, I'm straightforward. I can just say it straight.
Oh, that's true. That's absolutely true.
I know most of them don't hear the fact, but that is the truth. Now, that's the truth right there. Now, the little boy in Liberia that will have his friends laughing at him, trust me, I guarantee him. The moment he sew his clothes, and when they go out, his clothes is well sewn and he looking better than them, they will say, "Brother, can you please sew the child for me?" They won't think about the fact that they were laughing at him.
Yes.
Forget about that. Because Liberia don't get shame. I'm telling you, most of our brother, this is straight up. This is straight up. I got people that reach out to me. Let me just deviate a little bit. That say, like, brother, I want model for you. I ain't got money to buy, but I want model for you.
Wow.
But bro, we got to support each other.
Yep.
Yes.
I got Liberians here. I buy their hoodies. I buy their wine. I'm supporting them. I spend the money. It's not because 150, 200. It's not because I have to wear that thing. No. Because we have to motivate.
Yep.
Yes.
We have to motivate. Start something. We got to motivate them so they can go, because it's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So that little boy in Liberia, I will conscious him and I will tell him that if he's listening, watching me, anything he start, let him take the first step, and every other thing will follow. But he shouldn't forget about God.
Beautiful. So I want to also say, this is amazing, and I sense some humility in your story, and that's a good thing. When you want to go far, you have to be humble. And I also said I want to also ask, have you done any contracts in Liberia where your products are being sold in Liberia? I'm pretty sure Liberians are buying it here, they may carry it, but have you had an opportunity to have someone in Liberia where you can send your products there to sell? Are you planning on doing that?
That's a good question, Glenn. And you know what? You're hitting me from all over. Right? You're hitting me from all over, and I actually like it, because the reason I'm telling you this is these are things that I've done in the past, but I didn't expect that you would ask, But when I started a business, I actually did. I actually, at one point in time, I designed our Liberian, the color pin. Actually, I think I have it. The color pin, fantastic. So the color pin, I did a Liberian flag with it. Look, so this one is one of the country flag that I have left. I mean, I don't know which country it is. I'll look it up, but
It looking like Nima.
Nima, eh?
It's green and white.
I have no clue.
So I designed a Liberian flag, and we went to the Budumburan reunion in Jersey.
Wow, but the brother got real too.
I saw that on Facebook. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
We went to Budumburan reunion in Jersey, and they bought all the Liberian flags. It was nice. They bought it. People were wearing it. Using it. People wearing their jacket. Then I designed the countess, all the countess flag, right? But because I knew that the Liberian flag, is generous, so anybody can use it here we can use it in Canada, America, everywhere.
Right.
But the countess flag, some people will buy it, but in Liberia, it will sell more.
Right.
So I took those countess flag and I sent it to someone. I entrusted someone And just to see, like you said, just to
Oh
see
Lord.
what will happen.
I know
Oh
where the
Lord.
story is going.
Let me just call it short. Today, the person don't speak to me.
Wow.
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 But I have to say, it's unfortunate that our people are that way. And Glennie and I are laughing, and we could probably have told you that story without you telling us the story, because we
Exactly.
ourselves we've experienced such a thing. And it's unfortunate, but I'll tell you something I told Glendy a week or so ago. Don't be discouraged. That one person should not be the reason why other Liberians don't get to experience your gift.
So let me
Um,
continue.
say that again.
Let me continue then.
Okay. Yes.
So in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
we went to Liberia. I went there to spot things, see how things looking, because I left Liberia a long time ago, right? Over like 2 decades. So I said, let me go back and go see how things looking.
Right.
So I went by, looking around, see if I can start something on that side too. Going on Broad Street and all of that. And I'll be honest with you, Liberia is promising. Now what country we gotta go back?
Yes.
Yeah.
And one way or the other we have to go back. So Liberia is promising. Liberia, things are hard, but the Liberian and they like dressing.
Yep.
Because when we went in December, we all were partying, we didn't even know the difference. They call us December. They call us December. But the way they were dressing in Liberia,
They were more than December.
they were almost like we all got on a plane, we came together. And so I was like, then basically we can do something here too, because they put in the dressing, they get fiscal cash here. So
Yep.
we can basically tap into it. But my only hindrance right now, to be honest with you, and I won't hide it, is security.
Yeah.
Because if you take something from security and trust, basically finding somebody good to entrust the product with, or to entrust a store with them,
Right.
and also security, and because things like the boys are in the street, and things are not really going like. I was a little bit disappointed that the party side is there. You can party when you go.
Oh yeah.
But when you finish party, you can't outside. You'd be a little bit disappointed. So that's the only reason why there is a hold on for now. But in the future, Liberia is promising.
Yeah.
As long as there's a will, there will be a way.
Yeah, we'll
And
be all
I
right.
understand exactly what you're saying, and I'm glad that you haven't let that negative experience deter you from wanting to go back. So that's good. So let's talk a little bit about Michael. You said you have children, and I'm sure I'm assuming you have a wife or a significant other, because if you're doing such great things, there has to be someone behind you that is supporting you and cheering you on. Tell us a little bit about your family. I
What
made
you
a man
drinking?
drink. What you drinking? You drinking
So-
drinks?
Basically, I don't want
Yeah.
organize my thoughts.
Okay. Bring it on.
I just forgot the guy's name, but on one of the social media platforms, he was sitting there, and then Nicki Minaj asked him, "Are you married?"
Mhm.
And he had to look around. He said, "He said, good," and all that kind of thing. I'm not imitating,
Be Michael.
Anyways, yeah, there are some things you don't say. There's certain things you don't say, but life is good. I'm grateful to God that I'm alive. I have my beautiful children, and I'm imparting knowledge and skills in them. As we speak, I try my best to also use them, educate them that in the beginning of life, you have to work hard.
Yes.
So I'm using my son now to also model the product.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we have few videos. I don't know if you saw it that he did, and he promoting the bow tie, the kids bow tie.
Yes, I saw you and him.
Oh, that's
So,
wonderful.
yeah, so I'm doing that, and there is a photo shoot coming up for my daughter as well, anytime soon. Everything is okay so far. I can't complain. Life is good,
Yes.
and I'm grateful.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
So we're almost at the end of the the interview portion where you are concerned. But I just want to say that we wish you all the best. I might be able to see you sometime this year. I'm coming to Canada. I'm not gonna say when. I probably will see your. I think you're the one that's doing the wedding stuff for that
Okay.
wedding in Canada.
Are you serious?
I am
Okay.
coming. I'm coming.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
will get to see you. I think the wedding is in Ontario. I think.
Okay.
Yes, I should be there. I'm coming because if I don't come, the person will also
Which
kill
one?
me.
Which one?
Yeah,
Which
but
one?
I think it's this is what we want to do.
Yeah.
We want to be able to talk to Liberians, and in talking to you, we can still hear the desire that you have for your country, wanting the best for Liberia, wanting to even go back and do business. We can't give up. We
No.
just cannot. Sometimes we get tired, we get stressed out, we don't want to participate, but we just cannot give up. So, folks, you've been watching. We've been talking to Mr. Michael Smith of Demarques. Vous. Can you please say it, Agata?
Demarques, vous.
Demarques. Vous.
You're doing great.
Yes,
Je
sister.
parle un peu de français.
There you go.
You see
Sister
that?
Laurie will kill me. Sister Laurie Fagatier will kill me. And she hear me pronouncing it Demarques. Vous. But anyway, as we come to the end, is there anything you would like to say to the audience who's been watching? Of course, Michael is located in Canada, but he's also said that he sends products here. Now, listen, one of the best artists that I've connected with is from Canada. And he's been able to send paintings. I've been able to connect him to people with paintings and stuff. So sometimes it's not just us. It may not be Agata and I that's patronizing, but we hope that we've done something good today to expose you to some Liberian audience of Liberian people who don't know you and who don't know how great you're doing. And I will tell you, you probably want Sano Carnet to model your bowls because when he dressed up in it,
My bro can be so fresh and
it
so
can be
clean.
so nice, so neat, and just really nice. So, just as we come to the end of the interview, if you have a few words to the audience watching, just go ahead and say so that we can move to the next section.
Thank you so much, Glenn. Thank you so much, AJ. First and foremost, I'd like to say this. Let me give you guys a big thank you first. In every community, we have people that say they are the role models. But motivating somebody is different from manipulating somebody. That's two different things.
Mhm.
If you are manipulating somebody to gain from them, you are not a leader.
Mhm.
If you are motivating somebody for the personal growth and personal development, supporting them along the way, then you are a leader. What you guys are doing now, I don't know how other people see it, but for me, it's very, very important. You know, I don't even have money to pay what you guys are doing now because right now, this publicity, this level of marketing right now, if someone else came to do it, it's thousands of dollars they would charge.
Mhm. That's true.
Because
That's
marketing is not fun. Marketing is a big deal. So thank you. I would like to say thank you so much for doing this. I hope you guys continue and don't stop because what you are doing for small businesses and entrepreneurs is very, very important. So please continue.
Oh, we're gonna continue, and when
You're
you
very
when you
welcome.
when and just let us know if you have a wedding or if you want to send pictures. And also, don't forget we have the show and we also have the page.
And
So
our
let me
page
tell
is
you,
jamming.
let me tell you what opportunity you have. The fact that you've come on here, any advertisement that you have free access to the page,
Yes.
free
Because
access to advertise. Once you come on here, because one of the things we wanted to do when we have a minute or 2 minutes doing the show where we advertise Liberian businesses for free.
Yes.
But the fact that you've come on here and you've joined the page, anytime if you make a new product and you want to share, look, we have 5,200 people that's members of that page, and we're growing, and we have a lot of fun on that page. So please feel free to become a part of the show. Share your products. We will share it for you. We want nothing but the best for you.
I'm
Absolutely.
So yeah,
I'm definitely going to do that, and I'm also going to send some information for you to for you to be posting on a regular basis. However, let me talk to the people that are watching. Now, what I try to do is whenever anyone allow me to do their wedding, you need to understand that what I'm going to tell you right now is people in the stores don't tell you. Yes, what I'm about to tell you right now, the people that own stores, they don't tell you this. Okay, if you go to a store to get your suit from them, what they would do is this: they would take your measurement, right, and then they will go and get you a suit that is already made, and then they will do alteration on it for you based on your measurement. Then they charge you maybe like $500, $400, like that. But I'm not going to tell you how much to pay for that suit. However, if you go and you want to do a bespoke, if you want to do a tailor-made, it's already around like $800, $750, $800. Because a tailor-made suit is different from a suit that's already made and you're doing alteration on it.
Absolutely.
The reason I got into making suits alongside my accessories is because I feel that the people should get the best for the money they pay. Okay? By any wedding that I do and all the weddings that I've done, I give all of them tailor-made suits. So you send your measurement, and then the suit is sold from scratch, 3-piece tuxedo, straight up. Okay,
Nice.
straight up. Plus the accessories that you are using, you can just go anywhere and get it.
Yeah.
You can get that accessories. Nowhere in you will find those accessories. That's the reason why if you look at the weddings that I've done, go on Facebook, and you look at the weddings that I've done. I think I need to share my Facebook later too. You will see that those guys look very, very neat and clean.
Yeah.
So if you are watching today and you have a wedding and you want to reach out to me, I will definitely make sure that your wedding is nice. But not only that, another added bonus that I usually do is I attend your wedding and dress your men.
Woo.
I don't think we have any that are doing that for now.
No.
Right?
Most of the women that have the person for the makeup, I don't think they have men that do that, but that's a nice touch.
Right. So all the weddings that I'm doing, I will fly to your wedding, and I will, go in the dressing room with your men and they wear their bow ties and I put their pins on them and all of that. Nobody will leave their store to do that. I'm a Liberian. I'm a promising business, but however, I feel that service is important.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
So, right.
So how it fits.
Michael, you and I have to talk outside of this show. I do event plannings, and I think I could use your services. So let's talk after the show.
Michael,
you see, that's what I'm talking about.
Let me tell you something. Let me go in the library English. There's one more here, and I small potato. Make sure you keep that connection. If the night she doesn't connect, you hear me? The woman in Sunshine State, plenty of people.
Yeah, Google.
I let it what they call it, meet the people and colloquy you're speaking. I
Google see where I work colloquial.
And to be honest, that those are the kind of people I'm actually targeting, right? Because I work with event planners, people that do decoration, DJs, because these people, those that are getting married, reach out to these people, right?
Yes,
it's a whole form of big network.
Yes,
right?
But let me tell you,
people.
Yeah, but let me just tell you, if you get a gata to say that, it means that she's holding you in a high esteem. She likes your product, and you're of class. She's not less class. She's highly classy. You hear me? You see me on my hair tie? I ain't even reached the horse yet.
You kidding me?
Oh, she the hair into.
But it's a good thing. You really want to continue. You want to be able to reach out and connect with her for that.
I'll definitely do that because I need all the support.
And she's a woman of her word, and we want to be able to see you go bigger and bigger and bigger. Absolutely. And do better. So we want to say thank you for coming on. And we don't want to hold you. We're almost gone like an hour or so. And we go into the second portion of the show. We'll talk about other things. If you want to hang around with us until the end, you can. If you have to leave and go do something else, feel free to do that and just let us know. But we want to thank you, Michael Smith from Canada, for being here. being here with us this evening. We've had a good time, and if you know any, like the month of March, we're already booked. Those of you who's watching us, we're booked for the month of March. We're bringing nothing to you but Liberian designers.
Yes.
So
The best of the
the
best.
best of the best. That's what we're bringing. We want to be able to, so that you get to know these people, what they're doing, and we can help to promote their businesses. So
Yes.
thank you, Michael. Do you have to leave or you want to hang around?
Yeah, actually I have to leave because I have to take care of a few things on the side.
Okay. I know. I hear the children. They're calling you now.
You know how it is.
I know. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Let us know what we can do to continue to help you.
Thank you
Nice
so much.
to meet you, the Michael Smith.
The Michael Smith. You better
And
keep
I
that
will-
head
I will
your knee.
definitely reach out.
Okay.
Please do. All
All
righty.
right. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks for joining us.
All righty. So that was
Wow.
beautiful.
Yes.
Amazing Liberian man. That is
What
good.
a talented Liberian designer.
Yes.
You see,
Yes.
we always talk about, let me don't say that. We often highlight what's poor and bad and ugly in Liberia. We talk about people's attitudes. We talk about how we mistreat each other. We talk about, but you know, there are some Liberians that are truly, that truly have country at heart. And that's truly what we try to do on this show. We talk about social issues, and we blast at people when they need to be blasted on. But in all of that, though, and Michael said I really truly didn't realize how much we did. But to highlight a Liberian business free of charge, my people, I don't understand why you ain't taking more advantage of this thing.
I
really
know.
don't. I don't understand that. Look, listen, social media is where the action is. Okay. If you have someone that has, we may not reach 1 million followers, we don't even have 100,000, but if those 5,000 people, five point how many thousand people that we have, they know triple that 5 points, and those people know people, and so on and so forth. Hopefully you all get the picture. But I'm so glad that we could highlight Michael Smith from Demarques. Vous. You want to visit his website is www.demarquesvucp as in Charlie Paul.com. And then, of course, he's on Instagram at Demarques Vous. This is really great, Glendy. I'm looking forward to see what he comes up with next.
Yes. Amazing young man. I just like the humility in him. So, folks, we're going to the second part of our show. We want to talk about what's trending in Liberia.
Oh dear.
LEC first. Let's touch on LEC. Let's touch on LEC and the embarrassment and everything. I don't know what we can do, but something needs to be done about LEC.
I watched Spoon TV, and what the boy named Ben Sanvi took the words out of my mouth when Kev Hassan said, like, Ghana and Nigeria, and he called a couple of other West African countries didn't have 24-hour electricity. And Ben said, and I'm saying that Lapel licked the other man fit because there's another small drop where he get. And what a boy named Ben Sanvi said something similar. And we really need to they said, move the core from your eye
before you talk about the next person.
Before you talk about the next person. I have to say to Kef Hassan, you are truly an embarrassment to Liberia. For you to sit on a platform such as Spoon TV and compare Liberian electricity problems with that of Ghana and Nigeria and the likes thereof. It's embarrassing that we are talking about it because we embarrass ourselves at the ECOWAS when we had guests from ECOWAS.
Leaders.
Here's the thing, and I'm glad that LEC showed it through self and the power went off. I'm happy because when we start to talk about these things, the Liberian government says, or certain people say, oh, we always badmouth the government. Oh, things are not as bad as it seems. People continuously die from carbon
Monoxide.
monoxide, in, and we don't know the cause of death. The first thing that people can say, oh, they wish them, because you don't know what killed them. You don't have any visible wounds or signs of death. But all of this is because of the poor management of the country and of LEC. So, I'm glad that we embarrass ourselves. I'm really glad that that happened, so people see that, the Liberian people are just not crying poor mouth. Things are really bad. The country, the people are struggling.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know how much we can say, but I just think that I hope it does something. But it's almost like someone says that we Liberians, we like to act on impulse. So when something happens
Yes.
today, we talk about it. And then the next day, it's like we chase stories.
Yes.
So it's like we're talking about it today. We talked about it for a week and we're done with it. Now we move on to something else. Then the Liberia was embarrassed with no electricity. And now we hear that Air France is pulling out.
Yes.
And it's like we're still stuck. It's almost like we're stuck, and it's like there are varying of degrees of a hole that we're in. There's some people that are way down in the hole, and so we have stairs in the hole. And there's some people that are not even looking at the bottom.
Yeah.
But at some point in time, things have got to change. Things have got to change for the better for the poor Liberian people. Imagine you not working, you buy a fish, and then LEC will be all like, it will encourage you, entice you to go purchase food. And you go and purchase it, and by the time you put it in the refrigerator, your freezer, in like 30 minutes, it's gone. It's difficult. The price of rice, the price of gasoline. What is important is to find the necessary expertise that you need to help you effect the change that Liberia needs. And we should be proud of that. We should not be embarrassed to call for help.
That's the problem, though, I think, with this government. I mean, when we talk about rape, and for someone to say the government, sent somebody to my house so I can't go protest because they don't want the government to look bad. It's not about making someone look bad. It's about truly, making the country better. It's not personal. It's an entire nation that's suffering because of someone's personal pride.
Yes.
I mean, let's put that aside. Let's stop. Let those that are in power stop lining their pockets with the Liberian people money. It's funny. I was watching something today on Facebook. This guy has a program where he goes around Liberia and asks people questions. And
Where's your kidney?
Yes, it should be comedic, but there was a guy that he asked a question to, and I don't know if this guy was high or drunk, but I don't think he was all there. But what he was saying did make sense. And they said, "What would you do if you were president?" And he said, "Well, me, I know too much, but I will call people then know so they can come here and fix all their problems."
Yes.
And that's basically what Glennie is saying. You're not the expert of everything, but to know that you don't know, you are halfway there. But to not know and think you know, you are further back than you will ever be. So, I was laughing at that, but the guy he's saying exactly what you're saying, Glendy. Bring people that knows how to run, certain things. Bring experts. We have this dialysis center that's been open. What kind of electricity will run that? How do we have the things needed? I'm not in the medical field by any means, but I mean, common sense will tell you electricity is prime. It's necessary. You need to filter water. You need to plug the machines. You need to
purify the machines. Yes.
So what do we do with that? We have beautiful buildings. We're quick to build new things and new facilities. Look at the airport. It was beautiful when it was built. Look at it now. Somebody sent me a picture the other day of the restroom. It's filthy. We need to be able to maintain things. And, having electricity in the country is important. It's very important. So
Yeah.
maybe this Shimia will meet and do something small. I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, and some of the viewers are also saying that Air France is not pulling out fully, but they're reducing their flights. I'm sure there's so many things I was hearing also because there's no two flights that can come at the same time. Yeah, because we have one line, one
Whew.
traffic line. So
One
one flight has to
runway.
come, and so it's a lot of stuff, and it probably the runway. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but it's just like we say, we may not be experts of everything, but we are women. We have an opinion. So I am appealing. The government of Liberia should be very proud of the citizens they have. They have Dr. Lawrence Jones, who knows about electricity, lives here in, I think, the District of Columbia, who has been honored by African country for his electricity knowledge. Use him. Reach out to him. Find the experts you need. You can get them to be consultants, and the consultants don't have to be people you know. We have to be able to do better. And we can't just be comfortable with the people we know that we think they know and they don't know and keep leading the president blindly. I mean, it's tiring. So we're going to go into the red story today. We want to say thank you to the senator. I think his name is Senator, I forgot his name, but the senator who for the first time today, we heard that with the gender minister, the health minister, the justice minister, LMP was invited to the Senate to go and talk about the pandemic rape and what they're doing. I'm going to let Agatha start. Let me find the senator's name first, because this has never happened before, that we got to hear Senator Johnson Sugby. Sogbie. Want to say thank you for bringing it to the Senate floor. What I wanted to, I don't know if I should even start.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What I didn't get today from that hearing was I did not get what they've been doing about the rape cases. What I got was what they plan to do if they have money. And it was sad that we've had all these children raped and all of the things that have happened, and nothing. There was no statistical analysis. There were no numbers that were shown. There were no, oh, we have this, we've done this case is in court. And this is the first hearing you have the gender minister, the justice minister, who wasn't there but was represented, the minister of health, and the deputy and the police director, but the deputy was there. And they're coming in as just doing hearsay. And then the general minister says, well, the difference between American rape stories and Liberian is the people in Liberia rape their family and the people in America rape their strangers. Where did you get that statistical analysis from? Come on, you're not talking to people who don't know or who can find who can find the evidence. So I mean, you're not going to talk from your head. And I hate you talking. You sitting out in front of the Senate. You should have come with evidence. You should have come with that data. Where is the data to support what she was saying? What is even more concerning is the definition that she gave or used for rape. And her focus was on penetration, to the point that she said, men are not raped. And Senator Dillon quickly corrected her.
Yes.
And defined and gave her the definition of rape as it speaks to the law in Liberia. But I was highly disappointed with that hearing today. Very disappointed. And I think some of the senators were ill prepared for the fact that this has been happening for a while. This is a pandemic in the country, epidemic, whatever it is. This is a problem. I was talking to someone the other day, and they were telling me the number one crime in Liberia is rape. It's rape. And the average age is 8 years old. And you've been wanting to talk about it, and we can only pick maybe one senator that probably made some sense. And then they're sitting there and they're joking. It's not a joking matter. Some people laughing, some people like not serious. The other senator is sitting there on his phone. Give me a break. I mean, it may be acceptable to you, but it's not acceptable to us who's watching. We care about our country. So that hearing today, I'm hoping that there will be many other hearings. And I hope that the senators too will take it seriously and they'll be prepared instead of being ill prepared and just it's just a show off. And really, I didn't get anything from it. I think the presentation was done poorly, and to not even hear what's being done about rape in the country, but they keep asking for money, and they want motorbikes and other stuff. Let me just stop. Do better. Do something.
So let me I have to I heard a couple of things that I thought Pisa meant well, but I had additional questions, and I was as disappointed as you are, Glendy, that the senators didn't ask those difficult questions. And you're right. I got from them more of a what we will do now and not what we had planned to do and how our planned turn into actions. So I made a couple of notes while I was watching that. Piso talked about the Minister of Gender, Piso Sadie Tar, talked about safe homes. I was excited to hear about those safe homes, but I also learned that not every county has one. And to have one per county is sad. So just the idea that they're even thinking about safe homes for these abuse, it's a good thing. But I live by the words that whatever is worth doing well. If I'm not going to do something to 100% of my ability or more, I'm not even going to bother with it. So if being a gender minister, a leader of that office isn't your number one priority and you're not willing to do it 100% or more, then maybe that is not the job for you. Maybe you've bitten off more you can chew. So to have a safe house, she mentioned there's some in Maryland County, in Grand Crew. I think she mentioned about 4 or 5. I apologize, I didn't catch it. She did have on a mask when she was speaking, and it was a bit challenging to hear her. So I have questions. Is it one per county? Is that enough based on the number of rape cases that we have? Are children being taken away from a home if the abuser is a family member? Are we sending them back into that space? So I had a lot of questions, and I'm disappointed that the senators didn't ask those questions. There's another thing that the gender minister mentioned. She talked about an emergency rape number. She said dial 116 anywhere you are in Liberia to report a rape case. And she said the only thing you must remember that you must have minutes on your cell phone or whatever. So I was like, wow, this is great. Some of you know I have a nonprofit in Liberia and I work with a number of young ladies. So I put out a call to a few of them and asked them, 6 of them to be exact, if they've ever heard of this 116 emergency rape number. And none of them heard of it. So we went a step further. And one of the young ladies said, well, I know somebody that's been raped. I said, well, call the number. She dialed the number. It rang and rang and rang, and nobody picked it up.
Unbelievable.
But I encouraged her not to stop. I told her to try again tomorrow and the day after until she gets someone. I will come back and report to you all if and when she reaches someone.
Mm-hmm.
A third thing I want to talk about is Senator Dillon. I don't know this man personally. Let me just put this caveat out there. I don't know him personally. I know him from Facebook. He's done a lot of great things. But today in the Senate, he was one of the few senators that actually had questions that he thought through to ask. But there was something he asked that I find very puzzling and a bit hypocritical, if I have to say that. Dylan asked the Minister of Gender and the Minister of Health how many children, how many teenage mothers there were. And the Minister of Gender said she didn't have that information. I didn't think she would. But the Minister of Health said, well, we do have that, but it's hard to get information from these girls because they don't ever say who abused them, who is the baby's father. They don't ever want to say that. And for me, knowing the society that we come from, the Liberian society, I think it's quite hypocritical for Senator Dillon to ask that question, knowing, I'm not saying him per se, like I said this, I don't know him, but I assume that all of us here know someone that's had relations with an underage girl. All of us here know someone. So for him to ask that question, knowing the culture of Liberia, I thought was very hypocritical. What young girl that a minister or a senator or whoever, a big man in position, as we call them, is having an affair with, because that's what that usually is, with a high school girl. He's paying her tuition. He's actually supporting her family. So you think mom that knows that that man's going to get her a car or pay for her daughter's school fees and everybody else in the house well-being, she's not going to call no names. So, it's sad that this went to the Senate and we got this. But honestly, Glendy, I am not surprised. It's sad, but I didn't expect anything better than what I got. So if you're out there in Liberia, the Minister of Gender says, if you want to report a rape case, there's an emergency rape number from Liberia. All you have to do is dial 116. So I'll let you know what my findings are once we continue to call that number again tomorrow and see if we get someone to answer.
And it'll be interesting to, like you say, it'll be interesting to know if people even know about that information.
Like I said,
where is that information?
Yeah, the people that I talked to, none of them knew. I talked to 6 girls today. None of them had ever heard about it. So.
And so how is it that, how are you helping the victims that are raped? And then you're saying that, okay, you're raped, you can call us, but make sure you have minutes.
Yeah.
Is there no way to work out a modality with Orange or Lone Star, or whatever the telecommunication company is, to say that when they dial this number, that it gets charged to the government and you don't have to charge them?
Exactly.
So how is it that I have been raped and I'm calling you to assist me, but I have to make sure I have
minutes,
but I may be in an environment that I probably won't even have a phone.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway.
My dear, we inside
it's our country. We love our country. We will continue to do what we can for Liberia. We're just gonna highlight the of course we complimented our Liberian women who took 3 beautiful women. We're gonna reach out to them and see if they want to come on when we have time sometime in the future. So they can come. We're extremely proud of them.
Yes. Congratulations, ladies.
Yes. So we had Dr. Hawa Lamine Zah, we had Samaya Hare King, and we have Counselor Charlene Brumskin. Very, very proud of these women, beautiful women. We're gonna try to end the show now. I was invited someone else. I said no, and they keep bustling me, so we'll see.
So you're leaving our people to go to somebody else? I beg you, man.
No. So let's just go, not really. Let's just go with our training topic. before we close, we already 8:20. Training topic for the week. I want to say the Dukes of the AM Docliati College. She had the most views. I believe it was 1,900 views. So people are very proud of you, Hawa. Extremely proud of you. That you did that and that you're a woman and that you've done it in the Women History Month. So we're proud of you. And there was another one. I want to read it. There was another one. This one is about meeting husband. Meeting a husband. And it had, oh my God. Sometimes the posting on the page can really,
1,003, I think.
yes, 1,003. And it said finding a husband is hard. You find a handsome one, but the brain is empty. You find a brilliant one, but he looks too serious. You find a rich one, he is disrespectful. You find a hardworking one, he never has time for you. You find a serious one, his ex keeps calling. You find a humble one, but he is broke. You find a responsible one, he is not romantic. You find an educated one, he feels that he's always right. You find an illiterate one, he always gets angry whenever you correct him. You find a smart one, and he lies every time.
Oh, daughters of Eves.
I'm telling you, describing Adam's sons like this. And you know we can do it today because the owner of the camp, the oldest son of Adam is not here today. Finding a husband. The next one was disrespecting yourself. And I think that one had 1,200, I believe. It says you disrespect yourself every time you let something slide that doesn't sit right with you. So I've buckled down on my boundaries as a form of self-love. Yes. My time is valuable. My feelings are valid. And those who love me will respect it. I desire nothing more and will take nothing less. This is beautiful. Respecting yourself. So that's the trending topic on our page. Our guest next week. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? You ready for this? Our guest next week is this beautiful Liberian woman from V-Chick Designs.
Yes.
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 She will be here. Evangeline Delaney will be here on 3/17. Everything V-Chick. You see how the woman looking like a, I'm telling you, this month, we're not playing no.
Like new money.
New money. She will be here next week, Thursday. Next Thursday. What's up for tomorrow? Yama Yama?
Yama Yama Friday.
Eva and Agatha in charge for Yama Yama tomorrow because I'll be traveling. But of course, I'll post mine.
Of course, you know you got to post yours.
I'll post mine before I get there. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Let me just share. Some of you have seen me sharing about my son. I'm so excited for that young man. He is such a fine gentleman. We're going far, far away to some kind of town. far away to some kind of town. And he didn't want me to come. He kept saying no. I said I had to be there. And even my other children was like, Mom, you're trying to make it seem like this is the only game he's got to run. It may not be the only one, but it's the first major championship. And I want to be there to support him. So I thank all of you for identifying, for identifying. What those people don't know is they haven't seen a bastard mother yet.
Okay. You must show them and they come with the hair tie. Yes.
The hair tie will be there. They're already there. Their team out there. They arrived last night. They're already there from the university. And he keeps texting, Mom, when you getting here? I said, I thought you didn't want me to come again. But I'm looking forward to it.
Let him know the village is proud of him and we're rooting for him.
Yes. One of the things I do is most of the postings and stuff I do, I send it to him. Like, you wrote that? they're saying this, they're saying that. He's very humble, really,
Yes.
really humble. And we, as everybody, because we're family, I know
It's a
everyone
village.
is so proud of him. So,
Yeah.
and I know Fred Bass in Liberia cannot wait. He said, Glendon, if that ball win, and Olympic Tanker, he said that ball I'm running for Liberia. You see what I'll do? If Olympic Tanker and our boy tell me say he now Liberia, you'll see how happy to you. But we're looking forward to you, the best. If you're watching, sometimes he kind of sneaks on Facebook. We want to say congratulations.
Yes.
You won already.
Very
So
proud of you, young man.
Yeah, just stay tuned. And Mike Zuckerberg, please, I beg you, I'll be on the best behavior. Don't block me. Don't
You
block
won't go
me.
to jail.
Block me all the time, but this weekend you block me, I carry. I swear I would die. But thank you, folks, for watching. Thank you for always sticking with us. I enjoyed this show today.
I did too.
Yes,
Very nice young man.
Yes,
I'm going to go check
very
out his website right now.
Yes, very, very nice. We want to thank him. And next week, it will even be more beautiful. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Until next time, we want to say stay safe. And this is Women with Words from Agata, myself, Michael, and Eva. See you next week.